Hello, I'm Jennifer Snyder for Blitsy. Today I'm going to make a wall hanging using a wooden embroidery hoop and some burlap. Embroidery hoops come in all different sizes and mine happens to be a 10 by 10. I grabbed a 12 by 12 sheet of canvas cork burlap. I opened up my embroidery hoop and I slipped the burlap panel in and secured the hoop back up. My background is an 8 by 8 circle that I cut out of Couture Creations patterned paper. I'm also using the Couture Creations paper to make some vines and some leaves. To do this, I'll grab the Spellbinders die. It's called Cherish, and it's part of the Romantic Vines collection. I like using a layer of wax paper because I find that the shape falls from the metal die so much easier. I also like taping my metal dies together so they don't slip and slide when I run them through the machine. I'm going to grab my Spellbinders Tool-in-One and help poke out the shapes from the die. You can see though, I'm not really fighting with the shape. The wax paper helps a great deal to lift right out of the die. Simple fact, if I didn't have the wax paper, I'd probably still be trying to poke and pull out that shape. I'm a big fan of inking the edges of die cuts to give them more dimension. So I'm taking Tim Holtz Distress Ink in Crushed Olive, and I'm going to give some depth and dimension to my leaves. The paper that I chose, once again, is Couture Creations. The collection is called Vintage Rose Garden. It's got a wonderful, beautiful blush of pink in it. I want to accentuate the pink a little bit more, so I'm taking Clear Snap's Mixed Media Inks in Peaches, and I'm simply blending in more pink. I really love the mixed medias. They blend so easily. Now I'm going to add a trim around my circle. I'm going to stick with the Beacon's 3-in-1 glue because it does a really good job of adhering trim to fabric and to the burlap and to paper. It's all done. When I hold it up, you can see that it's given the project a bit of dimension. I'm taking my patterned paper and I'm ripping a couple of sheets so that I can make some layers onto my project. The pretty gingham pattern will add some interest and break up the florals. Next, I'm going to start embellishing. I'm adding flowers. I'm adding some vines. I'm going to be gluing in the leaves that I die cut. And I'm just filling in my floral cluster. Next, I want to add some ribbon to my floral cluster, but not necessarily a bow. So I'm dabbing glue here and there, and I'm going to take some ribbon and push it into the floral cluster using my wood skewer. I want it to flow through the whole project. I continue to use the wood skewer to tuck in leaves in the dies and to finish the bow till I'm satisfied. At this point, I'm just filling in the cluster with some more leaves and dies and some vines. Time to finish the piece. My last touch is a raffia bow, and I left the ends of the bow rather long so I can drape them around my project. While I did use the Beacon's 3-in-1 glue because it's a sturdy glue, I also decided that I would take some of the raffia ends and wrap them around my hoop. My intention was to add a bit more stability. I like the raffia touch. Raffia, I think, really goes and accents burlap and gives it a nice rustic touch. I thought I was done with the project, but when I looked at it, I decided I needed an edge around the circle. So I just cut an edge and glued it in. And here's my finished project. The flowers that I chose for my floral cluster were ones that I knew would complement the patterned paper. In this view, you can really see the dimension of the project. It would look great hanging on a wall or a doorway. I'm Jennifer Snyder for Blitsy. I invite you to stop by Blitsy every day and grab some of those amazing daily sales.